Well, I like what's implied by both of what you've said, which is that by definition, innovation requires implementation. It is an action-oriented thing. It is far beyond discovery, and it comes through, you know, like you said, the grit and perseverance. I know you want to add a point to that. But part of our discussion that we had again in preparing was where do we fall within the university system here in North Carolina as ECU? I mean, Sam pointed it out. It's a great place with a great scrappy work ethic, a little bit of grit. You can come here and get dirty and try and solve real world problems because of the needs of the region and the faith that the region has in us. But you know, in terms of the setup, are we better positioned here at ECU to be able to do some of that type of work in terms of how we're engaged, how the university functions, that maybe some of our competitors who we oftentimes say, well, we're not going to get to be one of those. But I think what you're talking about is let's not hold our aspirations back.
Yeah. Mike, I think East Carolina's really trying to reduce barriers. No one's ever said, well, you just can't do that because you might be successful. Usually people say, hey, what can we do to work together on this? It's just the spirit here is different. You know, bringing some big attitude into this part of North Carolina doesn't work. That's one of the reasons people that come here stay here, because they see themselves as part of a collaborative team, if you will, or a collaborative experience. I mean, we do see ourselves as a community. We do see ourselves as, you know, people say town and gown. It's all the same here.
Yeah.
We're all together here. So I think those are strengths. I don't know, maybe Mike can talk more formally about structures in terms of East Carolina's infrastructure and things, but at least from a spirit standpoint, the esprit de corps is very positive toward innovating and solving problems.
Yeah, I think it's funny that we were talking about structure in a forum on innovation. You know, I don't think there's any innovator in the world that would let structure stop them. Right? You figure out the system you're working in, and you figure out how to do what you need to do. Right? And sure, can we have a more efficient system? Absolutely. Should we work for that? Absolutely. Don't let it stop you. You know,
You use it to your advantage.
move on.